Coronavirus is the black swan event that we've all been preparing for. US markets are down nearly 15% in just 2 weeks. Shipping traffic at the Port of Los Angeles is down 25% from expected normal levels. 17 million people have just gone under military enforced quarantine inside of Italy, and the party's really just getting started. In this video, we're going to talk about how coronavirus is going to continue to drive down the world economy over the coming months and what entrepreneurs and investors can start to do to prepare for what's to come. This pandemic has really gut punched the world economy in a way that nobody saw coming. China ended up quarantining nearly 1 billion people for almost a month. Global airline traffic is currently on track for its worst year in recorded history, down 20% this year. If a nuke went off in a major city, it really wouldn't affect the world supply chain as much as this already has. So what's going to happen to us? Do we run to Costco and buy all the toilet paper we can? Are we crab people now?
People gotta eat. We're gonna sell these on the street. We're crab people now. We'll live and die by the crab, D.
China was probably the country best equipped to handle a pandemic outbreak like this, and it seems like the worst is behind them. From what I've been seeing, it seems like a lot of the factories and suppliers are back up and running, but very short-staffed and very backlogged. Most of the e-commerce sellers in my Amazon coaching group have just recently been able to replenish their inventory for the first time in 4 to 6 weeks. So the factories are up and running, and the shipments are going out, but they're not at full capacity. I'm going to keep a close eye on things like air pollution levels and electricity consumption, because I think that's when you'll really see how and when China's back up at real full capacity. But it does seem like things are improving, although pretty slowly. And while China was able to take some pretty drastic measures to slow down the initial spread of the virus, I don't think those same drastic actions are going to fly so well in the Western world. So the question becomes, how are Western countries going to handle this, and what kind of economic effects are coming down the pipeline? We've already seen Italy impose military enforced quarantines on nearly a third of its population, and we've gotten word from our suppliers on the ground there that there is very little economic activity going on outside of people just going to work. There's no one at the restaurants, there's no one going out. Tourism's taking a hit. So I think the economic effects there are going to be much bigger than people realize, and I think it's realistic to assume that we're going to see those same types of quarantines across all the countries in the European Union. So a lot of the factories and workplaces are still up and running, but the economic landscape of a lot of countries is changing very drastically. Most countries are going to suffer a huge hit in their GDP, and unfortunately, we're almost guaranteed now to dive into a global recession, if not depression. Just in my little business empire, I've had to cancel 2 mastermind events and 2 supplier trips, so I'll miss out on about $300,000 plus of revenue, but that's not where it ends. The hotels that we usually throw our events at, they're going to miss out on at least $200,000 of revenue. The airlines that usually shuttle all of our attendees around. So you're talking about over $1 million in lost GDP just in my little world over the next few months. So you can imagine what the overall effect is going to be on global GDP. Certain companies are actually going to thrive during this downturn. Like if you're selling face masks, you're having the time of your life right now. But there's going to be some industries that are forever changed. Any business that depends on in-person meetings, air travel, business conference events, fundamentally changed forever, most likely. But regardless of your category or your niche or even your niche, you should be preparing for the worst right now. So how can you survive and thrive in the coming downturn? First of all, assume that your business fundamentals are going to deteriorate at least in the short term. Most companies are going to see softer demand than they expected in 2020, and we're going to see a significant drop in our customer lifetime values. That makes now the best time to raise your marketing ROI, lower your customer acquisition costs, because that customer that you're paying for today, that new customer, is probably not worth as much as they were 3 months ago. Customer LTV, lifetime value, is going to go down. You should also get into your books and cut any of the costs that you can and evaluate your payroll, trim any fat. In general, you need to make sure that you have enough cash on hand to survive a couple bad quarters. Trimming the fat and expenses and going heavy on cash is going to allow you to stay flexible and nimble and ready to pounce on any of the new opportunities that are created by all this chaos. Basically, you want to double down on what's been working for you already and get a little less speculative about your business in general. You need to trim the fat and tighten up. Now's the time to get lean and mean. Second, you need to keep a close eye on your supply chain and your competition over the next few months. Focus on keeping your core products and services in stock and flowing to your core customers. Many different sellers are going to experience inventory shortages and big delays, and it's going to be really case by case and product by product. And in markets where that happens, you may see the competitive landscape change drastically overnight. Watch for sellers going out of stock and make sure that you're not suddenly selling your product for far too cheap. You don't want to be the one guy out there selling face masks at 2019 prices. You got to do everything you can to stay in stock and get a little bit more conservative in all of your lead time estimates. Even if your supplier is able to manufacture quickly for you, you may end up getting delayed in shipping. We've even seen inspection companies not being allowed in. So there's a lot of different things that can delay you right now, and you just need to be a little bit more conservative in your lead time estimates and your business in general. A lot of sellers are wondering at this point, should I go find a supplier outside of China? Or new sellers are wondering, should I even look at China? There was already a big trend to manufacture products outside of China with the trade war and the tariffs and everything, and I think that just accelerates that trend. So don't avoid China, but start looking for high quality alternatives in other countries as well. There's lots of great manufacturers in lots of countries. So look around, look all over the place, especially if you're just getting started in the business. Finally, don't allow yourself to get caught up in the hype and hysteria. The media is always going to be pushing the next apocalypse, whether it's a nuclear war or a hurricane coming to kill us all. The media, this is how they make their money.
This moves 20 miles to the west, and you and everyone you know are dead. All of you. And your kids die too.
And the truth is, there's always unpredictable black swan events just around the corner in your life and in your business, and you can't ever let them consume your thoughts or control your behavior. You have to be a leader, and you have to navigate your company through this tough time. The truth of the matter is, the economic chaos surrounding coronavirus is going to get a lot worse before it gets better. The CDC has only tested a few thousand people in the United States at this point, and I'm expecting the confirmed case count in the U.S. to skyrocket over the next few weeks. Closing schools and canceling events like South by Southwest and Coachella are going to become the new normal here for the next few months. But as business owners and investors, we can't allow our thoughts to be consumed by things that we can't control. When there's a storm a-brewing, you need to hunker down and stay even more focused on those things that you can control. So this video is not a call to fear and paranoia. I want you to recognize the new risks that now exist, trim off a little bit of fat, and then get ready to take advantage of all the opportunity and chaos that's to come. And if you're a new entrepreneur just getting started building your empire, don't let this slow you down. Big companies with established systems have the most difficulty navigating any type of change at all. But small startups and new entrepreneurs have the flexibility to transform themselves overnight and take advantage of the new opportunities that are being created in real time. Most of the strongest companies you know of today were built during deep downturns. So now is not the time to get weak and scared. Now's the time to get strong and aggressive. Our economy is going to bounce back in a big way. One day soon, we're going to be making videos about how unbelievably cheap United and American Airlines stocks are right now. But you need to take decisive action today and make sure that you're ready to take advantage of everything that's to come. Hopefully this video helps, and if you liked it, you want more like it, subscribe to the Startup Bros YouTube channel. Go ahead and give me a like as well if you want to help me spread this message to more business owners and investors. Guys, if you are stuck at a boring 9-to-5 job and you want to start a business, become an entrepreneur, head over to startupbros.com. We got tons of free guides and tools helping a lot of people escape. And also leave a comment below and let me know what actions you are taking to get ready for what is to come. I'm going to be hanging out down there. I always learn a lot. I'll be replying to everyone. So leave a comment. Let us know what you're doing if I missed anything. And guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.